It's not the timing, not the method, not even the affirmations that's stopping your manifestation from working. It's you spiraling without even realizing it. I know this sounds harsh, but it is the truth. You think you're manifesting, but you're actually overthinking every single detail of it. I've seen so many people, maybe you too, sitting there repeating affirmations for hours, staring at a candle, visualizing the perfect relationship, waiting for the universe to say, okay, now you're worthy. But deep down, they're still in panic mode, doubting, questioning, checking the 3D every few minutes like it owes them proof. Here's the truth that hits hard. Manifestation doesn't need your attention. It needs your trust. And I'm not talking about fake trust, the one where you say, I trust the process. But the moment your person doesn't text you back, you crumble, thinking, see, it's not working. I'm talking about real trust, the kind that feels like peace, even when everything around you looks completely opposite of what you're manifesting. Most of us are unconsciously chasing safety. You think you want love, but what you actually want is to feel safe being loved. Big difference. That's why even when you affirm, I'm in a happy relationship, your body doesn't buy it. Deep down, it's still scared. And that fear, it shows up as spiraling. You start stalking your 3D reality, interpreting every silence, every delay, every minor detour as I'm not good enough or it's not working. You say you're manifesting, but you're actually resisting love, resisting the calm, resisting surrender. The mind hates uncertainty, but manifestation thrives in it. Let me break this down simply. You don't manifest from effort, you manifest from identity. Who you believe you are most of the day, that's what gets reflected back to you. You could spend an entire week affirming, I'm in a loving relationship. But if your internal dialogue all day sounds like, why don't they text me? Or what if I never meet someone? That's what dominates your energy. Manifestation isn't the words you say when you're feeling inspired. It's the story you quietly believe when no one's watching. And if that story is filled with anxiety, if you keep measuring how close or far your manifestation is, you're signaling to your subconscious that love is missing. That's why it doesn't show up. You cannot fake belief. You can only build it gently, compassionately, step by step. When it comes to relationships, most people start manifesting from lack. I want someone to finally love me. I want them to come back. I want to be chosen. But if your desire comes from not feeling chosen already, then your energy screams separation. The universe doesn't hear what you want. It reflects what you feel about what you want. So if you feel anxious, desperate, or empty while thinking about them, that's the reality being mirrored. The shift happens when you stop chasing love and start embodying it. What would someone who already has the love they desire think when they don't get a text right away? They'd shrug, they'd smile, they'd trust, because deep down, they're secure. That's the state you need to occupy emotional security. And if you're spiraling, don't panic. Spiraling doesn't mean you've ruined your manifestation. It just means your nervous system doesn't feel safe receiving what you asked for yet. So instead of fighting the spiral, I want you to do this. Breathe. Seriously, take a deep breath right now, then pause. Acknowledge exactly what you're feeling without labeling it bad. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's emptiness, maybe it's the feeling of not being good enough. Whatever it is, say to yourself, it's safe for me to feel this. That simple reminder rewires your body's sense of safety, because your body doesn't follow your affirmations unless it feels safe believing them. Manifestation is not only a mental game, it's physiological. When you're manifesting love, your body has to feel safe being loved. If love previously meant rejection, criticism, or abandonment, your subconscious will block it even while you're affirming for it. That's why calming your nervous system is everything. When you tell yourself, I'm safe, I'm loved, I'm okay no matter what the 3D shows, your energy becomes magnetic. You stop chasing, you stop crying into your pillow wondering where your SP went, and you start attracting. Love shows up when you stop needing it to fill a void. And yes, sometimes the void feels unbearable. Sometimes you wake up craving their message, scrolling through old chats, analyzing signs, numbers, and readings. But that craving is just unhealed energy, calling for attention, not proof that they're gone forever. You don't have to run from that feeling. Sit with it. Let it move through you. Emotions are energy in motion. If you don't let them pass, they store in your body and become patterns. The same patterns that keep you cycling through similar relationship experiences over and over again. Once you learn to feel emotions without adding negative thoughts to them, that's when freedom begins. It's not about saying, I'm so stupid for crying again. It's about saying, I'm human. It's okay. This doesn't define my manifestation. The more you respond to your emotions with safety, the easier it becomes to maintain belief. Belief isn't built in one day of affirmations. It's built in the moments you choose. Peace over panic, self-compassion over self-blame. Manifestation moves fast when you stop tracking it. Obsessing delays it. Letting go accelerates it. Because what you're actually letting go of is resistance, the tension between I want it and I don't have it. The state of the wish fulfilled isn't something you force. It's something you relax into. So if you're manifesting love, stop wondering when they'll come. Ask instead, who am I being while waiting? Are you being the version of yourself that's already loved, already chosen, already secure? Or are you being the anxious version who keeps begging reality to show signs? The mirror can only reflect what you project. Be who you want to be internally, and the 3D will catch up naturally. Don't chase the reflection, become the source. It's effortless once you stop trying to control every detail of it. Because manifestation doesn't respond to effort, it responds to energy. And the most magnetic energy is calmness. The kind that says, I know it's already mine. When doubts come, and they will remind yourself they don't mean anything. Doubt is just leftover programming, not truth. Your manifestation doesn't pause because you had one bad thought. It's always unfolding, regardless of how you feel. The universe doesn't punish emotions, it mirrors conviction. So stop judging yourself for feeling sad, lonely, hopeless, or frustrated. Even the version of you that already has their dream relationship still feels stuff sometimes. They still get scared. But they don't make those moments mean failure. They simply move through them. That's what true alignment feels like. Not perfection, but permission. You're not supposed to be robotic while manifesting. You're supposed to be alive, cry, breathe, laugh, pause. But never doubt that everything is rearranging behind the scenes. Sometimes the 3D looks messy right before the shift happens. That's not destruction. That's alignment, clearing old energy. The old version of you, the one who settled, doubted, chased, or begged, is dissolving. And as it dissolves, it might feel confusing. It might feel like loss. But it's actually creating space for the new version, the one who's chosen, loved, and secure. Every delay is divine preparation. You don't manifest love by proving your worth. You manifest love by realizing you've always been worthy. Stop asking, when will they come? And start asking, how can I love myself better today? Because every ounce of love you give yourself speeds up the reflection of love outside you. You'll know you're shifting when silence no longer triggers you, when uncertainty feels peaceful, when your desire feels lighter instead of desperate. That's when love walks right in, quietly, effortlessly, because finally you don't need it to validate you anymore. And when it shows up, whether it's an old person returning or a new person showing up out of nowhere, you'll realize it was never about the method. It was always about becoming the version of yourself that love naturally belongs to. That version isn't trying, she's being. She knows her value doesn't fluctuate with attention. And guess what? You don't need to affirm all day for that version. You don't need to visualize until you're exhausted. You don't need to fake smiles just to stay high vibe. You simply need to return to truth. You already are the one. You already are love. You already are enough. That's the entire secret. When you finally rest in that knowing, manifestation becomes effortless. Relationships don't feel confusing. Love doesn't feel like a chase. Everything in your 3D bends to match your calm. Because the moment you stop spiraling and start trusting, everything you've been wanting starts quietly making its way to you. Not because you forced it, but because you finally aligned with it. I hope this helped you. I will meet you with another golden nugget soon. Happy manifesting.